Hi, myself K. Ganesh. I'm explaining the topic about structure of a C program. A C program consists of several key sections that work together to create functional software. Understanding this first structure is essential for writing organized, maintainable code. Each section serves a specific purpose, from documentation to execution. This is the complete C program structure. First one is documentation section. Second one is header file section. Third one is definition section. Fourth one is declaration section. Fifth one is main section. Sixth one is user defined functions. Documentation section, comments with program info optional. Header file section, library inclusions mandatory. So header file section is mandatory. Definition section, macro definitions. Global declaration section, global variables optional. Main section, program entry mandatory. User defined functions, custom functions optional. So, in structure of C program, the first one is documentation section. This section includes information about the program like name, author, date, last modified, and description. This information is useful for programmers to update source code in future as well as to prepare documentation for software. All these details should be defined as comments. Comments are textual descriptions about the problem, which are not part of the problem and ignored by the compiler. Comment syntax. Comment in C must be enclosed with the hash star dot dot hash or delimiters called multi-line comments. Example: author John Smith, date 2024 to 1:15, description calculation program. Header file section. This section is mandatory in every C program. It is used to specify which additional object files are to be linked or to our object file. C has a vast library which contains many predefined functions. To make use of those functions, we must include them in the source code as a header file. Syntax of header file section: hash include header file or include header file. Common examples: hash include stdio.h, conio.h, mat.h. Stdio.h represents standard input output functions. Conio.h declares console input functions or output functions. Math.h declares mathematical functions. Header files are included using the preprocessor directive hash include. Definition section. This optional section is used to define macro. A macro is a named constant which substitutes its constant value whenever it appears in the source code. This section is included using the preprocessor directive has defined. Syntax of definition section has defined macro value. This is the examples. The macro pi substitutes 3.1413 whenever it appears in the program. As defined pi 3.143 define max 50 hash define rows 10 hash define columns 10. Global declaration section. Purpose: this optional section is used to define global variables that can be used by any function defined in the program. Scope: global variables are accessible throughout the entire program, making them available to all functions. Best practice: use global variables sparingly to maintain code clarity and avoid unit intended side effects. Main section. This section is mandatory in every C program and there should be only one main section. The compilation and execution of a C program starts from main. Main function structure: return type, function name, parameter list. return type. Specifies what type of value the function returns, typically int. Function name, always named main followed by parentheses. Parameter list. Optional parameters can be included with the parentheses. Fourth one, declaration part. Variables used in the function are declared here. Executable part. The actual program and logic and statements are written here. Example syntax for main function structure. Int main parenthesis declaration part executable part. User-defined functions section. Beyond predefined functions available in C libraries, programmers can relate their own custom functions called user-defined functions. This section allows you to define functions tailored to your specific program needs. User-defined functions help organize code, promote reusability, and make programs more modular and maintainable. They follow the same structure as the main function with a return type, name, parameters, and body. Define, create custom functions, reuse, call functions multiple times, maintain, update code efficiently. So this is the video presentation of structure of C program. Thank you.